The final few hours in charge of the world's most influential central bank. When Bernanke was appointed chairman of the US Federal Reserve in 2006 by George Bush, he had no idea a global financial meltdown was coming. An expert on the Great Depression, he was one of the key players trying to stop another developing.
He knew the things not to do. So he might not have known exactly what to do, but he could eliminate a bunch of things that he had seen be disastrous in the past. I think he was the perfect man for the job. We were very lucky, very lucky.
With the economy in big trouble and credit freezing, he poured money into the system, helped out banks in trouble and urged Congress to provide enough money to stop a collapse. With modest economic growth, it looked as if he knew the way out.
I think it's clear that, in retrospect, that the severity of the financial crisis and a number of other problems, including the dysfunction in the housing market, had been more severe and more persistent than we initially believed.
Interest rates were pushed close to zero. Then came quantitative easing. He was printing money to buy mortgage bonds and US Treasury notes, which helped the housing market, lifted stocks, and improved the broader economy. Not by a lot, but by enough.
Severe financial instability can do grave damage to the broader economy.
There are still issues for the US Fed. Inflation is running about 1% below what's regarded as healthy. It's backing off from quantitative easing. Its liabilities have grown to $4 trillion.
We're not out of the woods yet. People think we are not out of the woods yet. If you go between the Appalachians and the Rocky Mountains, and you go out there in the great heartland of the country, you will see people who are still, by a large majority, very concerned about the future.
Bernanke won't know if the action he's taken has truly been successful for years to come, but he hands over to Janet Yellen, convinced he did what he could to avoid the disaster he didn't see coming. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, Washington.